So here, your favorite, SOHCAHTOA. Remember, so that means opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. That's OH. AH, cosine. Adjacent, that means the one touching the angle over hypotenuse, hypo. And then TOA, opposite over adjacent. So opposite over adjacent. Now you're probably gonna be like, okay, I don't understand. Well, look at this picture here. Let's see, draw me an arrow, there we go. Look at this picture here. So let's say I'm looking for this angle. What they're saying is for sine, so you're gonna do opposite over hypotenuse. For cosine, it's gonna be the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And then for tangent, it's gonna be the opposite over the adjacent. These are the sides we're talking about. Let's look at our first example here. We have our angle. We're not looking for our angle, but we're looking for our side now. So we know B is opposite. I'll put an O there just so I know that. 8 is touching 25, so I'll put an A here that's adjacent. Well, look, if I'm looking for B, O, and A, I can use tangent. I can say, oh, tangent, TOA, tangent of 25 equals opposite, which is B, over 8. And I can solve for that. Multiply both sides by 8. Boom, boom. I'm left with 8 tan 25. And if I do that in the calculator, here I can show you. Let's do that in the calculator. So 8 tan 25. Let's turn our calculator on. Boom. Come on, there you go. So I'll say, first I always check my mode. Make sure my mode is in degree mode. And I see that here. Yes, degree mode. So I'll click that. So I'll say 8 tan 25. And then my answer is 3.73. So this equals 3.73. Now if I want to find C, I can just do Pythagorean theorem. I can say, oh look, I know that B is 3.73. So 3.73 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. So remember, I just do this to find C. So so I have to actually do it in the calculator here. We'll do 3.73 squared and then 8 squared and put that into the radical. So second radical, we can say 3.73 squared plus 8 squared. Let's see what we get. We get 8.826, blah, 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 point nasty. So I'll just do 3 sig figs. So then C is around, so C is around 8.83. Now the next one here, I have 20 degrees here. I don't know that. That's supposed to be my A, but that's unknown. This is opposite because it's all the way on the other side. O, this is my hypotenuse because here's the right angle, the longest or largest angle. Opposite is the largest side, the hypotenuse. So I don't have A, but I have O and H. If I look up here, oh, that's so. Okay, so I'll say sine of 20 equals opposite 10 over hypotenuse. But look at this. If I multiply both sides by H, then I'm left with H sine 20 equals 10. I need to get H by itself, so divide both sides by sine 20. Sine 20, so I'm left with H equals 10 sine 20. And then for this, I can use my calculator. 10 divided by sine 20. And then I get 29.238, blah, 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 3 sig figs, 29.2 equals 29.2 meters. There you go. But now let's say we actually want to find angles. This is when we do inverse trig. Because if you look on your calculator, you'll see little symbols right above the trig functions like sine inverse, cosine inverse, tan inverse. That's what we're using here. So first thing is, look at the angle we're looking for, circle that. Opposite, we have that O. Right next to it, touching it, A. We don't know this, so we can't use that. So O and A, that would be TOA, tangent. So tangent of, we don't know this, x, we don't know the angle as we're looking for the angle, equals 9/21. Now to solve this, we use inverse tangent, as a little -1 means, and we put in our fraction 21. And I'll show you how we do that. So here's our calculator. I'll do second tangent, so I get inverse. I'll put in 9 divided by 21. And then this should give me, that would be degrees, 23.19, blah, 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 point nasty. So 3 sig figs would be 23.2 degrees. This would be 23.2 degrees. Now for this one here, we know this is the right angle. We never pick our right angle when we're doing our trig. We always pick our acute angles. So it doesn't matter which one we choose. We can do A or B. Let's do, I don't know, let's do B. Let's say we're looking for B. And we can choose any side we want. So just to be different, let's do cosine, because we haven't done that yet. Cosine is adjacent, so this is touching it, that's adjacent. And then hypotenuse. So that's SOHCAHTOA. So cosine of our angle, I put B here, equals, it's adjacent, 7/11. Then we can say, oh, cosine inverse 7/11 is going to give us our angle measurement. Let's do that in the calculator. Let's see. So I will do second cosine. That's my inverse. Then 7 divided by 11. And then that's my answer. 50 point, blah, 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 point nasty. So we will round this 3 sig figs, which would be 50.5. 50.5 degrees. Boom, and we're done.